Picture this, if you will. You are sitting in a dark theater. The opening notes of a Michael Jackson song hit the speakers, and the person next to you is already crying before anyone has even said a word. That is the scene playing out in thousands of cinemas right now. And across the hall, another audience is erupting with laughter as Meryl Streep delivers a single withering glance that makes the entire room gasp. These two movies were supposed to fail. Instead, they just broke the internet. And before I tell you why that matters for every single person watching, do me a favor and hit subscribe, because we are about to get very honest. There is this incredible tension in the air right now. It is the kind of moment where you can actually feel the ground shifting beneath Hollywood's feet. On one side, you have the ghost of the King of Pop, a biopic at every major outlet called messy and evasive. On the other, you have a sequel to a 16-year-old fashion comedy that nobody thought could live up to the original. And yet, here we are. Two films, two massive risks, and a global audience that has decided to completely ignore the critics and show up anyway. Something is happening, and it is emotional, confusing, and absolutely beautiful to watch. But let me pause and ask you the question nobody is saying out loud. Why were we so ready to write these movies off? For Michael, the elephant in the room was always the legacy. How do you tell the story of the world's biggest pop star without getting swallowed by the controversies? The PR nightmare was real. The estate was terrified. Critics called it shallow, historically irresponsible, and even dangerous. For The Devil Wears Prada 2, the challenge was nostalgia. Could you really bring back Andy, Miranda, and Emily without ruining a cult classic? Early whispers said the script was a pale imitation. So the stage was set for disappointment. The tension was thick. And then something completely unexpected happened. The numbers started leaking and my jaw actually dropped. Michael is now stalking toward $800 million worldwide. Let me say that again. $800 million for a biopic that Rotten Tomatoes critics have been dragging through the mud. And The Devil Wears Prada 2 just officially crossed $600 million globally. $600 million for a legacy sequel everyone said was unnecessary. But here's the real climax. It's not a red carpet moment or a viral tweet. It's the silence from the industry insiders who swore these films would tank. It's the slow realization that the audience has stopped listening to the gatekeepers. Social media is flooded with fans saying, "I don't care what the reviews said. I loved every second." That collective shrug at authority, that is the turning point. That is when everything changed. Let me get personal, because this genuinely excites me as a pop culture junkie. What we are witnessing is a rebellion. For Michael, this success proves that a younger generation, people under 35, are hungry for the spectacle of the King of Pop without the baggage of the 90s tabloids. They showed up for the music, the choreography, the magic. And Jafar Jackson, he delivered something raw and uncanny. For Prada 2, the takeaway is even simpler. We are starving for movie stars. Meryl Streep and Emily Blunt trading barbs is worth $600 million because we miss wit, we miss glamour, we miss adults in rooms being awful to each other in designer clothes. My prediction? Studios are going to learn the wrong lesson. They'll greenlight every biopic and every sequel, but they will forget that the secret ingredient here was emotional truth. The fans felt respected, not pandered to. That's why they bought tickets. So here's the bottom line. This box office moment is not just about money. It's about trust. The audience just proved that they will show up for stories that move them, even if the critics disagree. Hollywood can no longer dictate taste. The power has shifted, and it feels like justice. Now, I need to hear from you. Did you see one of these movies, both, or did you believe the critics and stay home? Get in the comments and tell me your honest take. And if you want to keep breaking down these wild cultural moments with me, smash that like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.